Hey guys, it's Karina with Karina Loves to Plan. Welcome back to my channel. So here I am with an unboxing, and it's not often that I do these because I don't always feel like I'm the most qualified when it comes to fountain pen unboxings, but I won this off of a giveaway from Pen Chalet on Instagram, and I just really wanted to share with you my first impressions. So let's get started. Open this up and ooh, checking out that Esterbrook logo, and I apologize for the glare, and a receipt. So this is my first ever Esterbrook, and I've watched a lot of videos about different Esterbrook models, so I'm really excited to show you basically my first impressions of Esterbrook. So firstly, this box is stunning. It's got I don't know if it's a silk material, but it's like a fabric box, and it's got a magnetic closure. And when you open it up, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. But ta-da! It is the, won't stay open, but you've got the cartridge as well as the Esterbrook converter. But this is the new Esterbrook Junior Pocket Pen in Fantasia. Look at that sparkle. Oh my goodness. And it is a pocket pen. So let's move this out of the way so I can show you guys, compare the sizing of it to other pens that I've got. But oh my goodness, let's just have a quick look at this. Look at all of that sparkle and glitter. And it is a bit of a demonstrator pen, and you've got the gold accents, the gold clip, the gold around the cap, and then there's the gold as well on the finials with the Esterbrook logo. But it is just absolutely stunning. First impressions, absolutely stunning. So I'm just going to compare the size of this Esterbrook Junior to some of the pens that I have. So this is the Pilot Vanishing Point. We've got the Pilot Kakuno and the Sailor Pro Gear Slim, maybe as well, just for reference's sake. We've got the Sailor Pro Gear, gosh, they won't stay. Sailor Pro Gear just at the very bottom, and then uncapped. So uncapped, it is a little smaller than the Pilot Kakuno. Look at it roll. And just looking at it compared to the Sailor Pro Gear, it's a little bit longer than the Sailor Pro Gear Slim, and looks like it might be about the same size. They're all rolling around. Oh my goodness. It's about the same size as the Sailor Pro Gear. So the nib on this has the Esterbrook logo, and it is a gold-plated Jowo number 5 stainless steel nib. So I think there's something similar on the TWSBI Eco, but don't quote me on that. And then, like you can see, it is transparent, and you can see all those beautiful gold sparkles. But then to undo it, you can easily place the converter inside. Now, because this is metal, you can't eyedropper it. If this was plastic, you certainly could. Now, I think because it is a Jowo, please excuse me if I'm not saying that right, you can actually interchange this with other number 5 nibs, but I have this in an extra fine. The cap itself has a gold band in here that says Esterbrook, and it has a gold clip, which actually, it's not too bad of a clip. I mean, I don't need clips, but it's very helpful. And then you've got the Esterbrook logo up at the top of there, but no logo at the bottom. It's just the gold finial. Absolutely beautiful. All right, so I don't feel like the camera is really picking up the beautiful blue. It feels like more like a royal blue with silver sparkles in here. But yes, it is a screw cap. There we go. And then, I mean, for me personally, I could use it like this and it would be fine. But then to post it, it feels a little back heavy actually for me personally to post it. But not posting it is absolutely fine, and I think I could write really, really well with that. And then in terms of where I'm placing my fingers, there is a little bit of a curvature right in the grip, and then There's a tiny bit of my finger that touches the threads here, but it doesn't bother me too much. Now, if you are a person who does like to hold their pens a little bit higher up, the threads actually aren't going to bother you too much. They're not too sharp at all. So then putting that back on the cap. Oh, and it is just a stunning pen. So now I'm going to go ahead and ink that up, but I don't know what I'm going to ink that up with yet. I'm trying to decide between Colorverse CMA, because I absolutely love it, but also this will match with a lot of the planner spreads that I'll be doing in March, or Pilot Iroshizuku Konpeki, which is beautiful and stunning, but I don't actually think I'll use it as much in my planner spreads in March. Or the other one was Sailor Manyo Haha, but I think I'm going to be using this in a different pen in March. The other option was Pilot Iroshizuku Shinkai, and I think that's actually a better match, but I've already used that in January, and I really want to try and get through the rotations of all the inks that I have. So I think what I'm going to end up using is a Colorverse CMA. Please correct me if I'm saying that incorrectly. So let's get my new bottle. All right, so I've done a quick rinse of the pen. I'm going to go ahead and put the converter in here. And is it one that you just push in or screw on? Push in. Okay. Then I'm going to grab my Colorverse CMA with my towel, because normally I do this in my bathroom, and I also just received these Colorverse inks from Pen Chalet the other day. And then put that back on, and I'm going to go ahead and grab my Midori as well as my Hobonichi Weeks notebook. So go ahead with my writing sample. I'm actually really excited to write with this. Oh, a hard start. It's a bit soft actually. It does remind me of the writing experience with my TWSBI Eco, where I don't know if it's not buttery smooth like my Pilot Vanishing Point, but I don't want to say it's scratchy either. It's got feedback, definitely. And the nib does feel a little soft. If you can do reverse writing, not really. Then let's see the wetness of this. Not too bad actually. It's not too wet. I wouldn't mind it a little bit wetter, but let's try a bit of a writing sample. And then some fast writing. There doesn't seem to be any skipping when it is doing that, so. All right, so now let's try that in my Hobonichi. here, and so on the Tomoe River paper, and I like being able to try that out on both, just so that I have both here. So truthfully, I'm a little unsure, but I am going to give it a try, because when I write on my rodeo paper, it's really smooth, but when I'm writing on the Tomoe River paper, it feels scratchy, but maybe it's just me. And maybe it's because I'm still completely new to the fountain pen community, but it is a gorgeous, gorgeous pen, and I will be using it, absolutely. And the thing is, this is just a first impressions of this pen. I think with time and the right ink combination, I think it'll be actually a really, really great addition to my collection. First impressions, I love the look of it. I think it fits great in the hand, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful pen. And I think it's maybe my second time with a Yovo nib, because I have one on my TWSBI Eco. So it's a nib that I know has to have a little bit of tuning for me to get it the way I want it. So I think that's what has to happen with this. But I definitely, from my first impressions, I love it, but I do have to work on the nib a little bit. So that is it for me. Thank you again to Pen Chalet for this beautiful, beautiful pen, and I think it's going to be a great addition to my fountain pen collection. I will leave the link to this at Pen Chalet down in the description below. It's not an affiliate link or anything, but I'm just glad that they've sent it to me. Thank you guys again for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. Otherwise, thank you again and have a great day.